Yes, you are rocking with the Vibe Master JD Afrobeats in the morning, and we got the man DJ Karri with the most popular tune right now globally. Trigger is on air with us this morning on the show. Special edition on the show this morning as well. They call me Vibe Master JD. You know when I come with the vibe, and I come with the best and the finest of African eats. What a time to be African. DJ Karri, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, my brother. You good? It's evening where I am.
It's evening where you are right now. This man has been traveling around Africa, doing the tours and spreading the gospel of Trigger to the whole world. How does it feel to be that man right now? I know you started, I saw your first song was released in 2020. Before 2020, did you know that in 2022, 2021, Andy, you're going to be the man at the moment?
I knew because I had appointment with my future. I always make it to my appointment.
Right.
So I knew that one day I'll be traveling the world and healing people with a song.
Yes, this man has always believed in himself from the jump. So talk to us about your story for those that don't know about DJ Karri. A lot of people know that, a lot of people know the song, but some people don't even know the name yet. But this man is South African, representing for the continent, representing for the southern part of Africa as well. Talk to me real quick. The journey behind the man, DJ Karri, the DJ, the producer, and of course, the African brother. Talk to me. Tell me about your story, how all this started for you, music and life.
DJ Karri is a DJ producer from South Africa in Pretoria in Hammanskraal. I started being in the music game for, I think it's for like now, if I'm not accurate, but estimation 13 years.
Wow, 13 years. Wow.
Yeah, but I've been in the event coordination side of the industry, doing events, booking artists, and all that. So, of course, I was DJing as well, but I was doing most of the time. I was doing events, booking the big guys in the industry right now, booking Black Coffee 2009,
Wow.
booking that 2013. You understand? So all these South African artists, I've booked them before in the past for a very long time. So I've been doing events for some time. I guess maybe it was meant to happen that maybe I was gaining experience in the industry so that one day when I start hitting my own songs with all the guys that I work with, then I know the corners of the industry.
Right. Destiny can never be changed, like they always say. This man used to host all these DJs. Now he's the one that they are hosting around the world. He's been to Tanzania, he's been to Lagos, he's been to Abuja. In a couple of days, he's just been traveling around the world. And the song itself has been blowing up globally. And I'm sure the song is just actually starting. It hasn't even started yet.
Talk to me. It's still. This is just the start because this Thursday I'm going to Swaziland, and on Friday I'm going to Botswana. On Sunday I'm going back to Tanzania for a day.
So what would you say is your inspiration? What was the person? What was the sound? What was the kind of music that inspired you to go into music as a production, as a producer, and as a DJ? Aside the event part, because I know, because someone like me now, when you told me that you do events, I wasn't surprised because there are some DJs generally are just strictly, I mean, not strictly,
yeah,
are full entertainers in the sense that one way or another, you have the ability to be involved in any form of entertainment in the entertainment industry. So I wasn't surprised that you are also involved in events. But tracking back to where your career started, what was the inspiration behind you becoming an artist, producer, and what made you go into event coordination as well?
What made me go into events coordination is that I wanted to grow, obviously. And you know, if you want to grow, you have to work with the people that are doing better than you in life. That's how you grow.
Right.
So I was bringing those to me so I can learn from them. How did they do it? How did they make it? In how did they become successful? Then I learned from one of them. Each and every artist that I worked with, I used to just look at how they do things and learn and work. But I was mostly inspired by Black Coffee because it's also an international DJ. It's not a national, not a provincial DJ. It's an international, worldwide. So when I started music, of course I've got guys that I'm working with. I've got BL0, I've got Prime the First, I've got Camo the vocalist, I've got Lebzito. It's a team. I have a record label. So all these guys are under me. So we work together. So when I started doing music, I told myself I need to do something that can play all over the world.
Right.
Understand? I need to create a language that the whole world can understand.
Right.
Like Trigger. No, everyone understands trigger. Everyone knows how to do trigger. There's no one in the world. It doesn't matter. You are speaking English, you are speaking Swahili, you are speaking Portuguese, you are speaking French, whatever. It's a song that anyone can sing from anywhere in the world.
Right. It's a song anyone can relate to it. And my wife is always fighting me every time in the house because if once I get into the trigger mode, I'll keep doing trim all day. She was like, "Can you stop?" Because what sounds piece of I just she was like, "Can you stop? You started again now." But that's one thing about music. Music has no language. As long as it hits the soul and it's the right sound, people will always move towards it and people always respond towards it. Who would you say is one artist that you've worked with and you were really impressed? Because aside you being a DJ, you also coordinate events. Who's that artist you've worked with outside of the artists that you manage and work with on a regular? Who's the artist you've worked with that you were impressed and you would always want to work with them every time?
You mean on the side of events, right?
Yes, in terms of events, yeah.
In terms of event, it's Black Coffee because of I like how he's doing things. It's professional. It's always on time. He doesn't mix gifts. It always delivers and the management, everything like what he's doing. It's always on point.
Very industry-like.
Yes. So that's the guy who inspired me to even do a song that will play worldwide.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Shout out to Black Coffee. And for artists generally, which artists do you are you open to work with? But because now everyone knows DJ Trigger outside of South Africa. So they will even let you have your interview in peace. Everyone is already around you saying, "Oh, DJ Trigger." I know how that feels. Who is that artist you would love to work with now? And do you plan to have a remix of Trigger?
Yes, that's the plan because like we have a plan where we have to make it happen. We want to have Trigger remixes from all over the world.
Right.
I mean, if you can have a Trigger remix from Ghana, if you can have a Trigger remix from UK, from Nigeria, from South Africa,
right?
So that the Trigger can be the song that is uniting people to work together.
Yes, Trigger is exactly, and Trigger is really doing that right now because if you go to any party and you play that song, everywhere is going to turn upside down.
Anywhere in the world.
Even in America right now, that's still just bending towards Afrobeats and then Amapiano sound. If you play Trigger, when I play Trigger at the parties, is the response is always quick. People know already what to do once they hear. They know what to do already. Big ups to the man DJ Karri in on the show this morning with me. The man behind the song Trigger, the biggest African song right now. He's been traveling around the world, spreading the gospel of Trigger and DJ Karri. DJ
Karri Trigger featuring BL0, Prime the First, and Lebzito.
Yes, shout out to those that you featured on the song as well. And we can't wait to have you in America. I hope there's a plan for you to come to America soon.
Yes, I'm waiting. I'm always ready to travel anywhere. They can want me to come to America this weekend. Why not? Yes. They can organize, put things together. I can come.
Right.
People need to see who's behind the song Trigger. They need to experience it live, playing the Trigger, doing the dance and all that.
Right. Now that you've spoken about it, I think we need to put that into work right away. I'm going to talk to my people as well and see how we can get DJ Trigger to be around during the summer period, because summer is close by a couple of months. We're going to be in summer and we need to have that Amapiano King DJ Karri in the building in America, in America with us, of course. DJ Karri, what would you say is one thing that you think is missing in the African music scene right now? Because right now, African music is getting out of control. Everywhere in the world is African music everyone's listening to. You remember when your South African brother, my African brother, dropped a song a couple of years ago and it became a viral song. I don't want to mention his name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. He had one of the biggest songs. Now you are the one in that position right now, one of the biggest songs. And so many songs across Africa now is traveling globally as well. What do you think is one thing that African music needs to do right now to be able to keep our culture, our sound, and our tribe together stronger? Because it took decades for us to even be able to get African songs in clubs in America or in Europe. But now everyone wants to listen to African music in a party. And if you don't play African music in a party, you won't feel that high energy. It's like a thing now that needs to exist in every party you go to. It's a necessity. What do you think is that one thing that we Africans need to do to elevate this sound called African music to the world?
My secret, I don't know about other artists. My secret is that do a song. You need to do a song that, like I said, you need to do a song that they can understand in Australia, they can understand in England. Language also sometimes it's very important.
Right.
Sometimes it's very important. Remember, if they can do a song singing about Swahili. Of course, Swahili is a language from where? From Tanzania.
Right.
If the beat is right, yes, they can jam to it, but sometimes the language is the one that restricts a song to play somewhere. Because some people, they want to listen to a song and understand what they say.
Right. I feel you. And that we're coming to that part now because I need to hear the story behind how and why you recorded that song Trigger. What was the inspiration behind the song Trigger? What led to you? Because I know you must have produced the beats. I just want to hear the story behind how Trigger came to existence.
About you, it's just sneezing. Like sneezing, right. Anyone can sneeze, whatever that you are going through.
Right.
If you are through stress, you are going through depression,
the reflex
going through whatever that you are going through as a person in life, you just need to dance to Trigger and sneeze it out.
So what I'm asking specifically is the process of writing the song. What led to you writing the song Trigger? Was it that the beat was existing already and you're just in the studio one day, or you mistakenly added Achu and they were like, oh, that makes sense?
No, I had the beat and then I had the vocals with the Abachu. Abachu, of course, is it's a hook. So it had lyrics. The lyrics was in Zulu, but I listened to the song properly and I was like, no, this is the part that I need to use. I need to introduce a new movement, a song that it only runs with a hook from start to finish. Understand? Something that everyone can understand. That was my plan.
And everybody that exists on this planet Earth sneezes one way or another. Even animals sneeze. So anybody can relate with it.
Yes, that's why even you can find a 4-year-old child dancing to Trigger. You can find a 70 years old grandmother dancing to Trigger. You can find someone who's blind can hear the Trigger. You understand those things?
Right. I'm really, really impressed. I'm proud of you, my African brother, that you are able to be that man of the moment right now with the music Trigger. What would you say is one thing that you would want to do as an artist right now with the exposure and limelight you have on you right now? What is one thing that you want to use your power and access that you have right now as a popular DJ and producer and event coordinator? What would be that one thing you would like to do and change? Use your power to change.
I would really love to do collaborations with the biggest artists in the world and use some of the platform that I'm getting, like creating a DJ Karri Foundation and helping out the unfortunate people in the world who doesn't have what we have, me and you, in life. There are people who doesn't have food, doesn't have shoes, people who go into winter without blankets.
Right.
So I'm just praying that I can grow more and more and more and have enough money to help people out there.
Yes, DJ Karri, aside being a DJ, is also a philanthropist. He's trying to help people that are not as privileged as me and you out there to be able to get better life or just have basic amenities of life, which is what is essential for we creatives or we that are involved in the industry. It was good to have the man DJ Karri on the show this morning. What's one thing you want to say to those that are listening to us right now before I let you go, DJ Karri?
I want to say thank you to the world to responding to Trigger. I'm still gonna do more music for them. Obviously, something related to Trigger. I have something that is coming out soon. I posted on my Instagram. They can go and visit my Instagram page. They will hear a bit of that song. I put it just 50 seconds. I didn't put the whole song so that they can have a clue what's gonna happen in the next coming few weeks or a month. I'm not sure about the date. And also to the young artists out there who were like me before I released Trigger, They must just be patient. They must work hard, and they must move correctly, not faster.
Yes, the man has said it all right now. You must move correctly, not faster. Everyone moves at their own pace. Let them know your social media handles so they could follow you and subscribe to your YouTube channel as well, DJ Karri.
So everywhere it's DJ Karri's DJ, and then Karri is KARRI_. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, there you have it from the man himself, DJ Karri, the crooner of the Eats, the Smash It Trigger. It was good to have you on the show this morning. We hope to have you next when you drop your next Smash It or when you drop your project. Let me ask that. Do you plan to drop a project EP on album this year?
Yeah, I have to drop an album this year. That's why I'm working so hard to get as many singles as I can so that I can combine them into one album. Of course, carrying different from all over the world. That's my plan.
Because the last time an artist was on my show and I asked him a question about what he wants to do, he prophesied. We literally had a conversation, and 2 months ago, he was endorsed by the same company we're talking about. Do you hope to get this at a certain time? So let me do that with you as well, so that in a couple of months we can discuss what we said now and it will be existing then. Which artist in the world right now would you love to work with on your project? Let's put that into existence now so that Mother Nature can hear it and God can say yes to it.
Davido.
Davido, definitely. And I'm sure the gods can hear that right now. DJ Karri, Davido, we're about to get that song this year. So get ready for it. It was good to have you on Beat 7 FM this morning, Afrobeats in the morning with the Vibe Master JD. DJ Karri, thank you for coming on air this morning. I'll get the voice notes for the hype for the show from you later on, but keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, brother. God bless you. Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you for hosting my brother. God bless you too.
Stay blessed.
Thank you, my brother.